Welcome back to Wheels Up Wednesday. I'm Matt Omick, joined with Spencer Hill. We took a little week off, but back with podcast number 6. And I got a question for you.
What you got, Mick?
Where have you ever been abandoned by your parents?
Abandoned by my parents? Is that like when they abandon you at the store, or they forget, or they're like driving home, they're like, oh shit,
not like
we're Spencer.
Yeah, not like they went to the other aisle and grabbed some chips, and then you think you've been left, but they've actually got in their car and proceeded to leave.
Now I know
you still being, whether it's like at the park or a grocery store, Walmart, the racetrack.
Did you abandon your kid? Is this why we're bringing this up?
Well, considering I don't have a kid,
yeah, that you know of.
Well, not yet. I'm definitely sure I will at some point in my life.
Mm-hmm.
But where have
Are you sure about that?
Positive. My parents did it to me, so I just gotta pass it on. You know, it's a generation thing.
Man, I don't know. I don't think that I've ever been straight up abandoned where they drove off. I know Michaela has. That was funny
really?
shit because I was with them.
Because you're like, Dad, drive away.
But I was definitely abandoned one time in Costco.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's scary shit, man. I must have only been like 5 years old. Costco seems like a state.
Dude. Yeah, I know.
And yeah, I mean, I obviously don't remember a whole lot from it, but I remember, like, of course, I've always been fat, so free samples, that's pretty much,
dude,
that gets you every time.
Being abandoned in a Costco, you could live for months. Like, you're set. You got.
And I'm pretty sure I was like.
I'm sure they even sell beds, right?
They sell everything.
That's a house. You got water, food, beds, shelter, produce, vitamins, minerals. I mean, shit.
No, but I was definitely like going around getting free samples, and I want to say I was with my dad. And yeah, for all I knew, I could have been gone for 30 minutes to an hour. He probably did drive off now that I think about it, because I was gone for a long time. But yeah, I freaked out because I couldn't find him. And of course, like, little kid, probably biggest store you can get in Albuquerque. And my parents are just gone. And I'm thinking,
yeah, that's not a good feeling.
That ain't good. And I really don't remember exactly how I got found again. But
I'm sure Chuck Nasty drove all the way home and realized you were in the back seat.
He was probably all psyched, really.
Yeah, he was like, oh, that's underwear. Hell yeah.
This was easy. No, my mom definitely made him turn back around though and come find me again. Regardless, I was found. Michaela got left at that 5-star burger place one time though.
Oh yeah.
That one was good because they drove separately, and I went home with my dad, and we get home, and my dad looks at my mom and goes, "Where's Michaela?"
Nice.
And my mom goes, "What do you mean? You have her?" And he goes, "I didn't fucking have her. You had her."
Miscommunication.
And yeah, turns out we go back to the restaurant. Michaela's just sitting there like a sad puppy dog outside waiting for everybody.
That's funny.
And that was pretty funny. Where have you been abandoned?
So, definitely the grocery stores like Albertsons and Smith's before. Those aren't a big deal. When you're little, it's kind of a big deal.
No, it's scary.
You don't know what to do. Like, are you gonna live? You might die, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's a scary feeling as a kid. Like, that really happens. And I feel like it happens a lot, and parents kind of just shrug it off.
Yeah.
But like that is scary shit.
Yeah. The biggest one I remember is my aunt took me to the Natural History Museum here in Albuquerque, where they have, like, all the dinosaurs and whatnot.
The old one.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that called Natural History? I don't know. Either way.
That's 2-week-old water.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we've skipped this for a minute. Anywho, I felt like I was abandoned. I felt like I was gonna die. There's all these dinosaurs. It was scary.
No, that'd be scary as a kid too.
And then just school, like after school, like, before we
nobody
could drive.
would pick you up.
Yeah, you know when you get rides. You just forgot.
Were you just a weird kid like that? Nobody wanted to give you
a
ride.
Right, just sitting there on the wall like. With your head down.
Kind of like you do in the podcast?
Yeah, pretty much. Nothing's changed.
Well, okay. Obviously, our parents don't love us that much.
It's okay.
I do have a little game. You want to play a game?
No.
I have a game lined up. We're going to play it anyways. I don't care what you say. Let me scroll over here. I am stalling. I'm stalling. Here we go.
Back up some minutes and...
Okay. So there was a recent study from Johns Hopkins University. I did research on this, guys. I actually did some prior research.
For what?
Well, you gotta listen. I'm trying to explain it.
You just like, in your spare time, like, oh, Johns Hopkins, he sounds pretty cool. What did he do?
We don't have to do it, Mick.
Oh, no, I want to do it.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Anyways, so I smoked pot with Johns Hopkins. Researchers at Johns Hopkins University found that approximately 2/3 of people they asked couldn't identify the correct form of the letter G in its lowercase form.
Okay.
Mick, we're going to figure out 2/3, 66.66666.
Okay.
We're going to figure out if you can do it.
Okay.
So, right here you see on the screen, we have option 1, option 2, option
3 and
3.
4. I got it, yeah.
And the last one would be option 4.
They all look the same.
There is a correct answer, though.
But they're different. So, connecting them, you got 2 on the left, 2 on the right. The way I've always written it is like the circle with the right, to go down.
Yeah, nobody writes them like they're supposed to be written.
To the right side.
Okay.
To the right half.
So we're looking now at 3 and 4.
Yeah, but when you start the big... like a capital G, you go from right down, left, and then back around.
This is a 30-minute podcast, Mick.
You're the one stalling. I'm going to go with option 3.
Okay. Option 3? No, you're wrong.
What?
That's also what I said. I thought it was option 3. The correct form is the second from the left, option number 2.
That's what I said.
No, you said this one. Don't lie.
Really?
Yeah, no. So obviously none of us know how to correctly write the letter G. Then again, they didn't really teach us that growing up. But I just thought that was kind of interesting.
I just thought looking at Google so many times throughout my lifetime, that's what Google looks like.
Right? Doesn't that blow you away?
I'm baffled right now.
All right. Well,
no more games, bro. My brain's hurting.
Moving on to something a little less brainy hurty. Jersey Shore just came on last week. Did you see that? It's their reunion.
Nor do I care because I don't have a TV. Well, I have a TV, but I never watch it.
It's a good dust collector.
I'm just going to rain on your parade today.
Okay. But I gotta admit, I got into Jersey Shore quite a bit.
Yeah.
And it's kind of one of those things where it's like a guilty pleasure like TV show.
Like you don't want people knowing you watch it.
Like I probably wouldn't go like scream out to everybody at UNM that I love Jersey Shore, but that shit's good. Like it's a lot of drama.
I haven't watched enough.
And no, it's good. So what they're doing is they're coming back with a reunion. They haven't been on the air in like 5 years or something like that, and they all like have kids and shit. So I don't know how they're gonna go have sex and like party every night, but they're figuring it out. And it was actually a pretty good opening. But what I was wondering is, do you have any like guilty pleasure TV show?
Well, before
besides porn,
going back. No. Going back.
Do you watch anything besides porn on the television?
SpongeBob. No.
It's strict SpongeBob and porn.
Before, right. It's one or the other. Are they reunion? Is like the reunion in Jersey? Or is it like
No, it's in Miami.
Miami, nice.
Yeah, and actually one of the...
Miami Shore.
One of the... yeah, I guess. One of the cast members, though, Mike, the Situation... almost didn't get... I'm into this.
I know.
Almost didn't get to go down there because he has like this big old like federal lawsuit against him.
Oh wow, that's pretty big.
About evading tax, which is a big deal.
I think I heard about that.
Oh, now you're an expert on it. Okay. So you really don't have like any guilty pleasure show, like even like growing up that you would watch, like
man, like
that you wouldn't like go scream out to your friends like, hey, you want to come over and watch Jersey Shore?
No. Remember, I didn't have any friends. I just sat on the wall.
Ah.
No, I would say no. SpongeBob's up there, but
well, I mean, I don't.
I don't think anybody's ashamed of watching.
I'll watch a SpongeBob episode right now after this. Let's go.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Can we?
In fact, I watched an episode last night. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know. I'll get back to you on that if I can think of it.
All right, we'll leave that one for another episode, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll find one. It's okay.
I'm just letting you down.
I know your brain is just like porn, washing cars, and talking about cars. So there's not a whole lot, and SpongeBob apparently. But hey, did you get your iPhone fixed yet?
No, it's actually not been. Yeah, it's not fixed. That's a highlight of the week, which is every week, which I break one about every week.
You had 2, right?
Yeah.
To start last week?
That's the second one broken this month, and we're 9 days into April. So, thus, this year, that's probably P4.
You've broken 4 phones in 2018.
Mick,
and it's
last year, I go through phones.
It's April 9th.
Last night, you saw me crack it. It's stupid things that happen.
You ever thought about getting a case?
No. Those are overrated.
It's a good start.
Look, let me prove a point to everybody.
Okay.
Bear with me. So you got a big case like this, right? And it's all rubbery and whatnot. And it's like so hard to get in your pocket, and it's like you gotta.
Can I prove a point?
No, just let me get through it. And then when you pull it out, it's like, oh, your whole pocket. It's like you take off your shorts when you pull it out. I like the easy slide.
Can I prove a point?
What's up?
Do it to your phone.
Point proven.
Do it to your phone.
Point proven.
Okay, that's my point.
So, I mean, to sum it up, one of my hobbies is to break phones.
I just don't get how you can break that many
I
phones.
don't get how
it's not even. It's April 9th, dude. You're 4 phones deep.
I don't get how they're so easy to break. They're delicate.
They're not delicate.
Yeah,
I have never, knock on wood, I have never broken an iPhone.
Hey, easy with the table. It's splitting right there.
Well, we got Matt's Mobile Carpentry coming over next week. We'll be okay.
Yeah, I come to you, build me tables. Oh, my.
Hey, you also went to a concert this week, though. I know I was busy, but you went to the Luke Bryan concert, right?
Yeah, Luke Bryan, I think Granger Smith opened for him. He did.
You think?
I think.
Was the night a little fuzzy, Mick?
It was, the pregame was there, that's for sure. That is a question. So, how important is a pregame before a concert to you?
Well,
say it was a good concert.
It's kind of tough for me because a lot of times where I do go to concerts, I go with Diane, and I know I've talked about her before, but Diane Hassel, one of my favorite friends to hang out with. She always treats all of us so well. Good. Well, come on, come on.
No, I'm just kidding. Anyway.
No, but a lot of the times where I do go to concerts, I'm actually like in the front row, and when you go in the front row, you can't really drink because you can't go piss.
True,
which is an issue. Yeah, and we show up at like 4.
Lunchtime. Yeah. Oh, I thought it was before that.
Well, it depends how big it is.
Okay.
Like Kenny Chesney, you better show up at like 1.
Yeah.
I mean, like something like I don't know. Little Big Town?
Daughtry?
Yeah, you could show up at about 5.
Well, it doesn't really answer my question, though. But say you were going in the grass.
In the grass, though?
It was like Florida, Georgia, Jason Aldean. It was a good concert, and you have, your whole day open, and the next day you really don't have a whole lot going on.
Oh, pregame is everything.
Right. Is it half you go there for a couple hours, and then the concert lasts
I would say the
the
ideal concert night, if you're sitting in the grass and you're drinking, is... Say the concert starts at 7:30.
Right.
Yes.
I'm with you.
I would suggest that you get there at about 4:30, and you just slam. You get to my sweet spot.
Okay.
10 course banquets.
Yep. 3 shots.
3 shots. No, I got that backwards. No. 2 shots of Fireball, and 3 vodka Sprite mixers.
Mixers, right.
Slam those before the concert, and you're going to have a good time. What do you think? Do you think pregame is everything in a concert?
I think that would kill me. I would be blacked out before I got in the gates if I had your sweet spot.
Yeah, but it's a sweet spot. I
mean, for you...
everybody's sweet spot's different.
Okay, well, I think you go and have a good time before the concert, and drink a lot and... Maybe spread it out for 2 hours.
I like?
Spread it out for 2 hours and then go and maintain during the concert. That's a good way to do it.
I like how concerts aren't even about the music that much anymore, and it's just about how you get the correct level of drunk.
Yeah, it's an excuse to drink. Gotta love it.
Fun times though.
Hey, I haven't had a bad time.
Yeah. Really, I wish I could have gone with you guys.
But you were.
I was having a little bit of fun myself.
A little bit of.
And we actually have the 2 plaques behind me here. back-to-back victories for the first time in 2 years down at the Southern New Mexico Speedway.
It's about time.
And yeah, it was needed. That was a really big confidence booster for us.
Yeah, what happened?
What happened? What took us so long, or what happened in the race?
What made you pull your head out of your ass?
I don't know, man. Just everything clicked this weekend. The car handled really good. Jim put on an amazing setup.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I was driving pretty decent. The track wasn't like 100% where I like for it to be, but the car handled really well. Friday it was on rails. Saturday, we actually had a really good fight with Mason Kiefer, a driver out of Phoenix, Arizona, and just a good weekend overall, man. The VP Racing, Fuels Hassel Racing, SCH Motorsports 26 Promotions, Wheels Up Wednesday, Mass Mobile Detailing, Bell Helmets, number 4S, was just on rails. It was a really good weekend.
That's good.
And I got to hang out with a couple of my friends down there, Mikey Heckman.
That's right.
Brooklyn went down with me. She was in Victory Lane, and also I brought in Diane. It was her birthday on Saturday,
awesome.
So happy belated birthday to Diane.
Yep.
And just a really fun weekend down south.
That's awesome, man. Well, congratulations.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
I hope you can get a couple more this year.
Oh, I'm sure we're gonna be trying our hardest.
Yeah.
It's looking to be a really good season. I'm happy where we are right now.
Good low confidence booster.
For sure.
That'll get you going. Going on to the Xfinity Series this weekend over in Texas.
Texas. How about the degree drop?
Wow.
Over there in Texas. Yeah. I think Friday it was like 75. And for the Xfinity race, it was like damn near freezing. I think it was
had a little cold
33 degrees.
Was it really?
Yeah, like 33 or 35 degrees.
Wow.
It was freezing over there. Everybody was cold. Looked pretty miserable to me, but
I'm glad I wasn't there.
Someone who was on fire was Ryan Blaney in that Penske Racing number 22 car.
Yeah, he was able to hold off Christopher Bell, who finished second, and Daniel Hemrick finished third, Cole Custer fourth, and Ryan Priest. I'm sure he doesn't.
It's okay. Reading's
He
hard.
doesn't like me calling him Pierce.
No.
Hopefully he doesn't listen to this.
Ryan
podcast.
Priest. I'm sure we're not that big time. Where Ryan Priest is going to be really giving a shit.
Well, apologies if you are listening.
How we pronounce that.
And I murdered your name.
To be fair, I do write these notes pretty little.
Yeah, I mean it's a little blurred, so you gotta get. Plus, my eyes are all messed up and. There's just a lot going on. It's
long
hot
weekend.
In here.
It's not perfect.
There's not really that much going on.
No, but Xfinity Series, really cool race over there. Actually, Brandon Jones in the number 19 car won Stage 2, and shortly after that, in the first couple laps at Stage 3, wrecked his car, ending his chances down there. Ryan Blaney, though, looked good the whole race long, and Daniel Hemrick was third. He led 39 laps, also making a really good run for himself in that RCR number 21 car.
Man, one thing about Blaney is he is super consistent. You always see him in the top 5.
Yeah,
you know
Blaney,
what I mean?
whether it's Cup or Xfinity, he seems to be very consistent.
He finished 5th, and it seems like every weekend it's 5,
Mm-hmm.
That's his number.
Yeah, just going for them top 5s.
Consistency.
Penske on rails this year in the Xfinity Series.
Yeah.
That's their 3rd win in a row with different drivers each week, too. Last year, they struggled to even make top 5s. So it's really cool to see a team like that turning around and, start bringing together the finishes that they deserve, I think.
I felt like Joey Logano struggled a lot last year, besides that one win that got taken away from him, but they just weren't there like they are this year.
Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series, though, also invaded Texas Motor Speedway for the O'Reilly Auto Parts 500 in Fort Worth, Texas, of course, on that very fast 1.5-mile oval. For 334 laps of racing, narrow groove down there, and it was slippery.
I'm going to pause you real quick. Have you been down there?
I was. Actually, if you remember, I was able to go down there and help with a truck team a couple of years ago.
Oh, that's right.
So I really got the full experience down there.
I got you. I forgot his name, but who you went with?
Oh, you talking about CJ Doherty? Or?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, my
that's
friend down there.
About? Okay. Yeah, I was just going to say, that's a beautiful facility, too. I like that track. It's huge. Big Tex.
Big Tex. Everything's bigger in Texas,
exactly.
Including the hard hits. Mark Truex Jr., very hard lick in that number 78 as he was running second in the O'Reilly Auto Parts 500, blowing a right front tire, and that wasn't the only one.
No. A lot of tires blown this weekend.
Also, Kyle Larson and and flying Ryan Newman, getting a hard piece of that wall. All three blowing right front tires. Jimmy Johnson also get collected in a wreck when Denny Hamlin got loose underneath the number 10 of Eric Almirola late in the race, which collected Brad Keselowski, who was looking for a really strong top 5 finish.
Yeah, I thought Kevin Harvick was going to battle back after all those pit issues. He was looking strong at the end, just didn't have it for Kyle.
Yeah, Kyle Busch taking the victory this weekend. Kevin Harvick finishing second. Really good finish for Jamie McMurray in the Cessna Chevrolet.
What's up?
Eric Jones finished fourth in the Reese's Toyota. Ryan Blaney, as you said earlier, in fifth.
Yep.
Joey Logano sixth. Seventh went to Kurt Busch in that number 41 car. Bubba Wallace getting a strong top 10. The first since Daytona, finishing 8th. Clint Boyer bouncing back after a really strong Martinsville race in 9th. And 10th going to William Byron, the rookie, driving that number 24 Liberty University Chevrolet. Fun racing this weekend,
Fun
Mick.
racing, a lot of racing. There's some more racing, a little different kind of car. Indycar over at ISM Raceway.
Yeah, the Verizon
Phoenix.
IndyCar Series stepped up to the plate this weekend and the ISM Raceway in Phoenix, Arizona. Joseph Newgarden, scored his...
It's okay. Reading's hard.
Reading hard. Joseph Newgarden, though, scoring his 198th IndyCar win for car owner Roger Penske. Sebastian Bourdais, who started on the pole, led the first 43 laps until some issues arose on pit road, Mick.
Yeah, Bourdais and Alexander Rossi both slid deep in their pits, totally missed it. It was like ice.
Yeah, that's exactly what Bourdais said when he came back on the radio. He said there was it felt like ice down there on pit road. Of course, those Indy cars already on edge, when you're coming down through the pits that fast, it's really hard to get into your pit. And they both struggled quite a bit. Bourdais did not bounce back. I think he finished 13th. Alexander Rossi with a little bit stronger finish, though. A late race caution, though, was brought out by Ed Jones, which created a really exciting finish.
Yeah, Wickens and Rossi stayed out.
As well as Hinchcliffe, yeah.
Big call, right? It looked like NASCAR at the end, like a green-white checker. You don't see that a lot.
Yeah, no, it was really interesting to see the three cars of Wickens, Hinchcliffe, and Rossi all stay out on old tires, kind of rolling the dice there, with Joseph Newgarden bringing his car down pit road, and he would end up being the first car restarting on fresh tires. And he made the pass on Wickens in turn 1 on the outside, which is really hard to do, especially at ISM Raceway.
When you have that new grip, you can take it anywhere you want.
It seemed like that for sure.
Off, yeah.
So that would earn Joseph Newgarden in his number 1 car his 8th career win and first at Phoenix. Second went to Robert Wickens in the number 6. Third to Alexander Rossi. Scott Dixon 4th. Ryan Hunter-Ray in 5th. And a strong bounce back for James Hinchcliffe after rolling the dice with those older tires in 6th.
Not the best call. Oh, yeah, they'll learn. Happens.
Always next time.
A little bit of Supercross over up in Seattle. Little weather action going on. Haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah, really tough track conditions up in Seattle this weekend.
They're indoor, but this was outside, and a lot of rain came through.
A lot of rain making the track conditions one of the worst conditions that we've seen in the last couple of decades. Really deep mud. At the end there, they were getting all the way down 2 feet down into the pieces of plywood that they put underneath the track to protect what I believe was turf out there for that track.
And even getting on that plywood just makes it slick.
And it was just slick. Everybody was falling. Starts were imperative this weekend.
Oh, yeah. In the 250 main, Aaron Plessinger got the whole shot. And I think he's still the points leader in the West.
Mm-hmm.
And
Savacci was second, but he ended up running into a little bit of problems later on. Results...
Wasn't able to bounce back.
Yeah, let's look at the results really quick. Aaron Plessinger in the number 23, 9th career win, 3rd this year.
Yeah.
Came out on top. Chase Sexton, 2nd. Adam Cianciarulo in 3rd. 4th went to Shane McElrath. And 5th to Justin Starling. How about 450s, Mick?
The 450 main, that was pretty cool to watch too. Again, mud for everybody. Muskin got the whole shot. Jason Anderson led early. He was looking fearless on that muddy track. He must have some practice down there or something. I don't know.
I didn't think that Anderson would be that good in the mud because, of course, he is from New Mexico. We don't really have those conditions very much.
You would think in the desert he'd be
And he was sending it, dude.
Yeah.
He was jumping in places that nobody else was, and he was actually making a really, really good, strong run at the win, leading by about 8 seconds until he unfortunately got into a little bit of trouble going through one of the rhythm sections and went down.
Yeah, that led Eli Tomac just right by him, and he eventually went on to take the victory.
Yeah, how about Chad Reed, though, really quick?
Oh,
I mean, talk about an old school ride for Chad Reed.
Yeah.
Throwing the goggles off after just a couple minutes in the main event.
Veteran move.
What a veteran move. And he was riding through all that thick mud, just like it was like an old school race. And I thought that was really cool. Of course, he was in the top 5 for a long part of that race. And coming in the last corner, his bike actually started blowing up on him.
Oh, yeah.
And he had to get off it and push it uphill in the snow both ways. No. He had to push his bike, though, uphill and get it barely across the timing line.
Billowing smoke.
For a season-best 7th place finish. Really strong run for Chad Reed, and that was a crowd favorite for sure.
Yeah. Tomac got it, Anderson in 2nd, Muskin 3rd, Tickle 4th, and Webb ran up the top 5. What a smoke show, though. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was a really, really neat deal. And, of course, Jason Anderson still leading the point standings, looking strong as we start to dwindle away on the Monster Energy AMA Supercross season.
Yep. Over a little bit more west, Las Vegas had the NHRA this weekend, the 4-Wide Nationals. Those are cool to watch.
Yeah, and this was the first 4-Wide Nationals held at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And I'm hearing that with this new asphalt that they just put down there, it's one of the smoothest tracks on the NHRA circuit.
Is it really?
And all the mechanics are absolutely loving that.
Oh, yeah.
They're able to use all the horsepower that they can down there. And it's really creating some awesome racing.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure quick times for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But in the Top Fuel division, Steve Torrance holds off Doug Coletta, Antron Brown, and Tony Schumacher.
Reading's hard.
I don't know what happened there. And then in the funny car division, Tommy Johnson Jr., he had a real little red light action going on. And J.R. Todd beats Fast Jack and Courtney Force. I really wanted Courtney Force to win. I like her.
Yeah, no, Courtney Force bouncing back after a tough start to the season.
Mm-hmm.
Mick, we're seeing a lot of wrecks this year in NHRA. Do you think that they're just pushing the envelope just more than they ever have? What do you think is causing all these wrecks this year?
I really don't know what's causing the wrecks, but man, they sure have tightened up the rules everywhere. Crossing lanes, red lighting. Mm-hmm. So it seems like you wouldn't see that, the exact opposite, but...
Yeah, everybody just seems to be pushing it.
Maybe
the
they're
absolute
just stressed out, and I don't know.
And
a lot of things.
Of course, these cars are, putting out as much power as they ever have before. We're still seeing, track record speeds almost everywhere we go, every weekend.
Right.
And with that comes a little bit of mistakes. I mean, both from the mechanical side and the physical side with the drivers as well. And, we saw that with all the forces earlier in the season.
Oh, yeah.
And we continue to see that running through. Luckily, we didn't see too much damage at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, but that's definitely something to keep in mind as we move on.
That's true. You were saying to watch out for, who'd you say this year is going to be strong?
J.R. Todd.
J.R. Todd.
And I was right.
Yes, sir. So in the Pro Stock division, last race there, Vincent Nobile gets a whole shot over Derek Kramer, Chris McGaugh, and red lights, and that left Bo Butner third. So...
Very cool. Well, Mick, we don't have a whole lot of time left, but I know we're both going to Tucson this weekend, so that's going to be really interesting. You want to give us a little bit of preview about what we got going on?
Yeah, in and out.
A lot of in and out.
A lot of in and out.
Will we see the 8x8?
Ooh, great question. Will I be hungry?
And, even better question, will we see you being tased this time?
I don't think so.
Come on.
I mean,
give
what?
the internet what they want.
What do they really want?
They want to see you tased.
I don't know about that. I think they want me to give an effort to this podcast.
I don't think they care about the podcast. I just want to see you get tased.
Oh. You do or they do?
Everybody. I'm speaking for everybody.
Okay.
Well, we will tell you guys all about Tucson as we roll into that next week. For Matthew Omick, I'm Spencer Hill. Thank you guys again for tuning in to the Wheels Up Wednesday podcast. After our long break, thank you for sticking in there. I promise we won't take another one for a little bit, unless you guys want us to. I know we get a little bit old up here.
Maybe they appreciated the break, too.
But we will see you guys next week. Thanks again for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube, like our Facebook page. That's Wheels Up Wednesday. And just keep on liking, sharing. We appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you again, and we'll see you in a week.